Hey everyone, welcome back to New News Corner, where I share real talks, real faith, real life rooted in God's Word. I want you, yes, you, come a little closer. I want you to find a little space, find a little corner, just sit down and relax. Just release all the tension and just sit down, relax, find your calm space. I really do hope that this topic, really reaches out to anybody today. Anybody, everybody, whoever hears this, right? And I hope that it is very inspirational, very encouraging, because I know it is for me. So today's topic, it kind of ties in with what I was talking about my first episode, where I was talking about tearing and how different struggles, different things, different um, situations that we go through, we can overcome it by tearing, right? Well, today, kind of similar but very different. Um, I want to share about not giving up hope. What did I say? I'm going to be like all those mothers in children church where they're like, what did I say? Repeat after me. Do not give up hope. Yeah. Because in this day and age, so many things so many things makes us feel, discouraged. And so many things going on in our country, in our life, in our family, in our careers, financially, mentally, spiritually, all the leads, right? Everything, let me not say everything, but majority of the things going on in our world today has, really made us feel discouraged. And um, in these types of situations, it's very hard to, um, you know, encourage yourself and be like, everything is going to be good, everything is going to be okay. So I'm going to share a little bit of my story. I'm allowed to be vulnerable, right? Okay. So I'm going to share a little bit of my story, and I hope it in some ways kind of helps to make you feel a little bit more encouraged, more strengthened. So, back in the day when I was doing my undergrad, when I was in my bachelor or doing my bachelor, this was from like 2018 to 2022. So, in a lot of Nigerian households, we're told, oh, you should become a doctor, you should become a nurse, you should become a lawyer, you should become this, that, right? So, when I was little, I was like, you know what? I want to help people. And one of the ways that I want to help people is by becoming a pediatrician, being a doctor is it's what's deemed as good, it's what's deemed as perfect in a Nigerian household. So let me become a doctor, but for kids, let me become a pediatrician. And, the way that I can get through that is becoming a nurse. And then from there, going to taking my MCATs and going to medical school, da 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 da. So I got to college. And then I started my nursing degree. And man, y'all, when I tell you those, let me say the second, third year really kicked my butt. Like that did it for me. But I kept pushing through. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do nursing. Nursing is for me. By fire, by force, is for me. So, starting nursing school, got into nursing school surprisingly. A&P was not my best subject, but by God's grace, I passed it, right? And so I passed A&P, passed all those science courses, got into nursing school, and first semester, it showed me shiggy. I'm not gonna lie, it showed me shiggy. It wasn't easy at all. In fact, I actually failed a class. I failed a course. I failed a course and I had to repeat. And I was like, you know what? You're allowing me to repeat. So let me just repeat. Again, I must do nursing by fire, by force. This is my calling. This is what God has told me to do, or at least that's what I thought. And then I, did what I needed to do to make up for the class. Second semester, did the first semester again, took that course again. I passed it. Then my second semester of nursing school, passed that, even though it was hard. Then I did my third semester of nursing school. Yeah, I was like second to last semester from passing and graduating with my bachelor's in nursing. So I did that. Third semester, there was about two courses I didn't pass. And if you fail more than two courses, they pretty much like dispel you from nursing school, and they're like, we're sorry, but you can't continue. They don't want you to, get into nursing or do the NCLEX and, not pass. So it's better if they just pretty much tell you to leave now and have things figured out than, to just like waste your time. So I did that. Man, I was so discouraged, y'all. I felt so bad. I was in tears. It was a really, really hard time for me. This is 2022. So I changed my major to health science along the way. I was like, you know what? After I graduate with my bachelor's in health science, I'm going to find another nursing school, do it again, right? Did it. Well, at first I was like, let me first use this time to kind of see if I can get a job after I graduate with my bachelor's in health science and then possibly branch off into nursing school. So after I graduated with my bachelor's in health science, I tried to find jobs. I was looking all over. I was in Indeed, LinkedIn, so many places to try to find a job, find a career. And because my major wasn't specific enough, I couldn't find anything that was suitable enough for me to where I could also make good income for myself, right? So that, yeah, and this was like early 2023, late 2022, early 2023. Um, and when I tell you guys, I was not myself. I was outside of me. Like I just like even thinking back, I'm just like, dang, it was a tough year for me, to the point where I was experiencing a lot of anxiety. I don't want to say I was depressed, but I was along the lines of depression. Um, I was crying. I lost some weight. I just didn't seem like myself, and people noticed. And I'm so thankful for the community I have, which is why having a good community, having a good support system is very, very important, because when you're in your pivotal moments, we're in those moments where you are feeling bad and it feels like the world is against you, you have those people, you have your community to gather around you and be of help to you, be of light to you. So I had my community, I had my friends, I had my parents. My parents would pray. They would tell me that everything is going to be okay. And then I had my friends who would also pray. And also, they're like, you know what you should do? You should go to this survey where, like it's like a career survey to kind of see what best interests you and everything. And before then, they were like, you really seem like very therapist-y. I think you should look into that. And I was like, huh. So I did the survey, and that's pretty much kind of what I got. Um, Kind of like therapist. I want to be there for others. I want to help other people. And yeah, so that was what my, I guess, career, that's what it was saying that my career would look like, or something along that line. Um, so afterwards, I was like, okay, I think I want to be a psychotherapist. And then, funny enough, my parents just reconnected with a family friend who was also a psychotherapist. And I talked to her, and I was like, "So, what did you do? Like, what did you take to get there?" And she was like, "This is what I did. This is what I did." She was like, "I also took my master's in social work." And I was like, ah. And she was like, it's a really broad field, and you can start there. So I was like, okay. So I took my master's. Well, before I took my master's, I applied for, master's in social work. And like within 2 weeks, I got back a letter saying that I was accepted in the university. And that, I guess, started my career after 2 years, of course, of doing my master's and graduating. Here I am by God's grace. Um, but that is to say that I really had to step outside of that discouragement and be like, you know what, Anu, pick yourself back up. Everything is going to be good. Have hope, you know? Pick yourself up. You know what? A lot of people don't realize this, but when you feel discouraged, it's kind of it happens, right? It's normal human emotion. But in a way, that's what the devil tries to use to bring about stagnation. A lot of people don't know this. But it is, in a way, spiritual warfare, especially when a person is so discouraged and they are just stuck. They don't know what to do, but they don't want to pick themselves back up. That's the devil being like, stay there. I want you to stay there. I don't want you to progress. I don't want you to succeed. It is not that person to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to pick myself up. I'm going to rise. I'm going to have hope, and I'm going to, um, again, find a way, or Terry, right? Terry, I'm going to find a way to overcome this situation. I'm going to find a way to work my way back up to where I know I should be, because I have that potential. And once you realize that there's a lot in me, right? God created me for a reason. Why am I sitting here? You pick yourself up. You pick yourself up, and you continue. You don't give up. You just keep progressing. You keep progressing. You keep progressing. So I'm going to be that person, and I'm going to tell you, whatever dump you're in right now, whatever emotion you're feeling right now, it's going to last for a moment, right? But I want you to pick yourself back up, because if you're not going to pick yourself back up, who is? Who is? You're going to have to pick yourself up, and you're have to going to remind yourself that everything is going to be okay, because truthfully, everything is going to be okay in your finances, right? It may not be looking, like how you want it to look. Keep striving. Keep working hard. You will get there. You will get there. Don't give up. Have hope. Please have faith. It's going to work out. Your finances, your career. Oh, what am I going to do with my life? Oh, I didn't get. Listen, no matter what age you are, it is not too late to be like, let me go back to college, or let me go back, get my education, or let me go back, get my certification so that I can be who I know that I should be. It is not too late. Age is but a number. Go back, do what you need to do, and get to where you need to get to. Or it could be, even mentally, spiritually. Oh, I'm not there mentally. I'm not there spiritually. Keep pushing. Like, especially spiritually, because I know a lot of people struggle with, I'm close to God one day, but the next day I'm not. God wants you to keep pushing. It's hard. Our mind is literally a battlefield. It's literally a battlefield. And again, the devil sets this up because he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. So you need to get out of that mindset, and you need to be like, you know what? God created me for a reason. God created me for a purpose, and it's not to be stagnant in my walk with him. I will keep continuing. I'll keep pursuing. I'm not going to give up. It's when you do that the devil is like, dang, she is resistant. He'll realize that she's not going to give up. Just keep pushing, guys. Keep pushing, and everything is going to work out in your favor. The Bible says all things work together for good to them that love God and are called to his very purpose. There was another person in the Bible who went through so many things. His brothers, his very own brothers, they put him in a ditch, and then they sold him to Egypt. This is Joseph, right? Joseph could have spazzed out. Joseph could have crashed out. He could have done everything. But he decided to be faithful in the now. And because he was faithful in the little, God blessed him tremendously. And the dreams that he had before, because he knew his potential, right? The dreams that he had before, it came into reality. It came into a reality because God had a purpose and he had a plan for Joseph. But do you think it would have happened to Joseph if he had given up hope? It definitely would not have. It would not have at all. But because he kept striving, he kept tarrying, he didn't give up hope. He was able to make it. Same thing with Ruth. Do you think Ruth would have met her Boaz if she had given up hope, and she would have been like, let me return back to my people, return back to my gods? No, she told Naomi, wherever you go, I'm going. Okay? Your God is my God, your people, my people. And look where that got her. She became, not only did she meet her Boaz, but as a Moabite, mind you, she's not even a Jew. As a Moabite, she became the great grandmother of Jesus Christ. Look at that. Do you think that would have happened if she had given up? If she would have lost all hope? Definitely not at all. Definitely not. So I am the one here. No matter what you're going through, you're going to be okay. I know that things that we see on the news, everything going on in our country is very discouraging. Very, very discouraging, to the point where we're like, let me hide in my shell. I don't want to see this. Or you're just like, there's no hope for us. This is, let me tell you something. First of all, God answers prayers. God sees us. And God answers, and he comes through for us. He does come through for us, guys. He does. Don't give up hope. Our country, everything that's going on in our country right now, it'll turn around. But it needs people like you to make that change, right? People like you to be like, how can I help out in these specific areas? People like you to be like, you know what career can I even get myself in, that I love, of course, but also that would help me or allow me to be of help or to make a change in these people's lives. And it's people like you who need to stand up and arise and pray for our countries. Pray. But that only happens when you don't give up hope. Please, guys, do not give up hope. The best is yet to come. And I know it's like, oh, it's always our generation. Like, why does it happen to our generation? I know, but God uses certain things to build us up and to strengthen us. And you know that even in Joseph's story, right, where he was like, what the devil meant for evil, God has turned around for good. So, what the devil might mean for evil in your life right now, to the point where you feel stagnant or stuck, God is turning it around for good. He's turning it around for your good, for his glory. But you need to realize that, like, I can't be stuck here. I cannot be stuck here. And you have to realize that in order for me to be where I need to be, I need to get that out of that mentality that nothing is going to happen, nothing good is going to happen. So please, I am begging you, don't give up hope. Do not give up hope. Okay? Everything is going to work out wonderfully. But that only happens when you don't give up hope. You arise, you fight for yourself, you fight for your career, you fight for your finances, you fight for your family, you fight for your mental well being, you fight for your spiritual well being, your spiritual growth, everything, even emotionally as well. You fight for everything in your life. And that's when you do, again, you're going to see the results, but you need to pick yourself up right now. So that's it for today, guys. I hope y'all took a little something. Get up and fight, guys. The devil wants you to be stagnant. He does. He knows exactly what he's doing. But when you get up, when you pick yourself up, which I'm telling you to do, pick yourself up and fight. Don't give up hope. Everything is going to be okay. So that's it for today, guys. Regarding how many times I'm going to be releasing, I'm thinking for right now, it's going to be 2 to 3 times a week. I'm still trying to get a hang of this whole social media thing. And I know I will. I'm just taking it slowly, one step at a time. And, when you see this and it's ministering to you, or it speaks out to you, and you feel like you would like to share it with other people that you know or you love, please do. That's it for today in Nunu's Corner. And stay tuned for more to come. Have a blessed week ahead, guys. Bye.